Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Habs Tonight PLayoff Postgame Show. The Habs win!
Woo!
Go in your car, toot the horn.
Oh, where's the horn right now? Where is the horn right now, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, I'm yelling. I'm screaming.
It's like in the Bud Light right here.
Oh, it is even there. Holy shit.
Can you fire that up for us, Nick? Is it too late?
Oh, it's never too late after a win like that. Never too late.
Too late. People can wake up.
The
Everyone,
goal horn.
let's get into the stream. Let's go.
Let's go with the goal horn right now.
Oh. Let's go! Yes.
Got a 2014 towel from Dale's playoff run with the Habs. I don't know. I didn't even tell you I had this, buddy.
Oh, that's beautiful. I remember seeing those going wild.
2014. Anyway, but my buddy actually gave me he has a few of these. He wanted to give you one to see if you wanted one. I don't know if you guys get copies of those or what, but
yeah, I got a couple of those. Hey, we're gonna see some of those game 6 here coming up too. I'm hoping.
Woo!
Yeah.
Better have the playoff towels going there.
Hey, we have.
They better have them going. Just let's go, man.
Oh my goodness, what a finish!
What a game.
Okay, how much time was left there when we scored? Because or how much time was into the third period? Because it was not even 2 minutes, I don't think.
In overtime?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think we were even 2 minutes in.
I don't think so. I don't know the exact time, but that was quick. That was quick.
It was like 59 seconds in.
It was 59 seconds in.
Wow.
According to the Habs app.
Okay. Right. So that was Cole Caulfield from Alex Galchenyuk to Nick Suzuki. What a goal. Thank you, Chucky.
Hey, appreciate it, Chucky. I know you were in on one of your goals, but you gave it back to us. We appreciate it, buddy.
Woo! Love it. My boy Nick Suzuki.
All those times that he got chirped on for not scoring in overtime for the playoffs. Here you go, folks.
I guess so. He came back to help us at the right time. And what a finish by Zooks too.
Yeah.
Oh. You know what? For a second, I'm going to take myself out of the stream because you guys need to see the artwork that is actually behind us. Annik drew this picture that you're seeing in the background. Nick Suzuki saw it, made it his profile picture on Twitter. Okay, so I'm going to remove myself so you can see.
I'm going to hold on. Oh, I was going to say I'm going to upload it here. It's going to be much easier, so you don't have to.
Perfect. That's
take yourself out.
Okay, well, here I am on.
There you are again. You're just moving around. I love it.
I'm on the fly tonight, guys. I don't know if you noticed. Jeez.
Here we go.
Okay, there it is. Oh, what a beautiful shot that is, Nick.
Yeah, that was incredible. That's it. He looks more excited there than he was on the interview post game, though.
It's true.
He couldn't think straight. He's just like,
yeah, I like it. You know what? Maybe he's already focusing on game 6. He's like, all right, we almost blew this one. We won it. Boom, on to the next. Let's forget about it.
Whoa, basically. Smart thinking, man. Well, speaking of which, Dale, you know what that's like. Okay, so what Nick just experienced, you've experienced. So just talk about what that euphoria was just like, because it just happened again.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think anytime you score an OT winner, you dream of doing that. You're playing street hockey as a kid. You dream of doing it in the NHL. And, I had one in game 1, and then I had one to put us up 3-0, but never one to save our season. So this is like, I think it's even a level higher because, your season's on the line. You're 1 goal away from losing. And now, look at the swing of things here. Okay, great start. Didn't play as well down the stretch. Sat back. Goaltending was unbelievable. But now you're in a game 6 at home with fans coming. Man, there's so many things to look forward to for game 6 here. I'm excited because I don't know. You could see Toronto wavering early. You could tell they were nervous. They didn't have the desperation Montreal had. And then now going back to Montreal, I think you're going to see obviously some more desperation from Toronto. But, man, I'm glad we got out of that one. I was nervous going into overtime. I'm not going to lie. How about you guys?
But I'm going to say, throughout the game, I think we deserved a win tonight. Regardless of blowing 3 goals, we deserved the win tonight. We were the better team, constantly on the puck first, skating, hitting. The first period was amazing, and it's the first time I've seen them so hungry in this series. Don't get me wrong. The first game, they were hungry too, but tonight you could really feel the desperation, like you said. So I really love the way we played, and I hope we come back to Montreal and just have the same mentality, plus an extra boost from the fans. So I know you talked about it before, but just to get your take on what the fans actually bring for a playoff game for you guys in Montreal. What's that feeling when you get out on the ice and have everybody waving those towels and just the atmosphere? How is it?
Oh, it's incredible. There's just nothing like it. The noise, the adrenaline, like I literally can get goosebumps right now just thinking about the noise coming out of the Bell Center. Like it's just, you literally want to run through the wall. And even with 2,500 people, I think it's going to be wild in there. They're going to add the noise, that they normally do with no fans, but 2,500 people, the towels, it's going to be crazy. Just see some people in the seats. Like it's going to be such a good visual for the players. They're probably used to not seeing fans for all year long. Like I know last year I hated it. It was such a weird feeling. I didn't like it at all. I'm sure the guys are used to it now. And the fans are just going to give them that boost. Like I think they're going to come out rocking in the first period for Game 6.
How is the play-in audio, like the fake fans and everything? Do you guys actually hear it or pay attention to it on the ice, or just blows right past you and it's not even that loud?
Yeah, it was kind of weird. They were when I was there last year and we were in the bubble and they were doing it. It's weird because it doesn't sound real. It sounds like, you're adding a radio in the background. Like it was just weird. I just hated it. To have real fans, real noise. Saturday night, Montreal, Toronto playoffs, like the hockey gods couldn't have created a better time for them to play in the world. It's such a good release for people on what's going on. And then when they come and force Game 7, it's going to be even better.
Ooh.
Hot take coming in hot.
Hot take. Montreal, I don't know. I just feel like, they had the desperation tonight. They know what it feels like. Now, Toronto has had plenty of these situations, and it hasn't gone well for them in the last couple of years. They don't really know how to play on that line, and I really think that plays in Montreal's favor coming into Saturday.
Well, what 100%. I like tonight is Montreal played on their toes and not on their heels for the first time in a while. Like they were in control of the game until the third period, and then it was a couple. It really the Muzzin goal, Pricey couldn't see it. And then the second Muzzin goal, actually, because it was a tip. I mean, that's a very, very fortunate tip. That's just puck luck, whatever you want to call it, right? So,
yeah, how about when the announcers after they start going, well, Carey Price, they've been trying to shoot 5-hole all series, and then they just show it, and it's like, oh my God, come on, guys, come on! Like that is the world's best tip that I think ever. Like you literally had to put it in this much space. Like you that's so lucky. That's puck luck right there. Like it's just crazy. Without Pricey, that game's out of hand tonight. And the boys are without great call. The boys are on vacation without Pricey right now. So for all the the people that hated on Pricey all season long, like here you go. You're getting exactly what the true fans know he can do in the biggest moments. And going into a Game 6 again, an elimination game, there's no one else I would rather have in my net in the whole league.
Yeah, it's just this is his stage. I mean, you're gonna have to knock him off this pedestal if you're gonna get past him, and that's just he's actually more relaxed in playoffs, is he not, Dale?
Yeah, I think so. For whatever reason, I can't explain it, but you could almost see him. Like how many times during the year, I seen it again tonight where they're closing up in between whistles and he's kind of like jamming to the music. Like he doesn't do that a lot during the season, but you see him do it a ton in playoffs. He's just in the zone. Like he just lives in that moment. It's, that's why he is the best in the game.
He's in his own head.
And then I don't know, was it Spezza this week that said on TSN he's been the best goalie the last 10 years or whatever it was. So
of our generation. Yeah.
Like that's a pretty bold comment from a guy that's seen some really, really good players and he's played for a long time. So I think that says a lot.
Well, Pricey was at the top of his crease a lot. Like if you notice in the first period, like he was coming after guys. Like Nylander wanted to have his 4-goal game streak. No, because Pricey was just like he was aggressive as all heck, and that's the kind of confidence he brings, man.
Yeah, Nylander was flying tonight, though. You got to give that guy some credit.
100%.
Yeah, no, he's factored in. He's changed. He's different than he was.
Oh yeah, for a guy that has been shit on for being overpaid, not living up to his contract, not being good in the playoffs. Like he's played extremely well all series long.
Yeah, like he deserves credit for sure. And I think Leaf fans go through with Nylander what we go through with Drouin, and it's sad to not see Drouin in the series. And sure we'll get back to that at some point. But I mean, as a playmaker like Joe is, I mean, I I think that he could make a difference, at least right now. I just want to throw this out there to the fans as well. If you guys want to come on the show tonight, we want to put this out right now. Come on, chat with us, whether you're Leaf fans, Habs fans. We did issue a challenge to Steve Dangle. I don't even know if he had time to respond to come on the show because he was so busy. We tweeted him like an hour before the game. So I think we should have gave him a bit more notice. But game 6, I think I'm just going to go after him.
Yeah.
Game 6, I'm coming for you, Dangle.
Go for it.
Hey, let's go.
But here we go. If you guys want to come on the show, email us live@habstonight.com. We'll send you a link and we'll get you on the show to chat with us, share your thoughts, share your excitement, if you're a Montreal fan, especially. But yeah, we got a lot of people tuning in right now. So thank you guys. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. We got a lot of great content. We had Andrew Shaw on last night. We got another great guest coming on next week. I don't know if we can make it official yet, so we're not going to do that just yet. But Dale, that's only your call at that point. So
yeah, we'll save that one. But we have a great lineup coming up for Weezy Wednesdays. We have a lot of really, really good guests. As I touched on it a little bit yesterday. We'll start branching to some other teams and some other guys as the league. Guys start to get eliminated and they get in the off season. They like to talk a little more, and I don't really want to bother them as much during the season. So that'll be great. We got a great lineup coming up.
And then follow us too, guys, on social media. Nick, did you want to jump in? You got merch too. If you want to mention merch to our fans.
Yes, our merch is very, very close to launching. We're just figuring out a few issues on the financial side with the tax and stuff. Thank you, government. And aside from that, everything is very close to launching. So stay tuned, you guys. It's going to be amazing. We've got lots of stuff coming out. So can't wait to launch that with you guys. And for us to rock the merch on the show too. So
can't wait. Can't wait to see all of our fans posting it and wearing it.
For sure,
that's gonna be exciting for us.
Just Dale with it, right?
Oh, nice, very
Nick's
nice.
already got that one. Nick already has that sweater.
I pre-ordered it to test it. I needed
very
to
nice.
test it.
So good.
Hey, how about
sorry, go
one?
ahead.
I just wanted to touch on Galley's performance tonight. Like, I just wanted to get that before I forgot about it. That was by far his best game of the series. Engaged right away. If this series is going to go 7, you're going to need more performances like that from Galley.
Yeah.
Just bringing guys into the fight. You could. He was different to me tonight. He was more engaged early. Not that he hasn't been, but I don't know. Again, Galley's one of those guys. When the moment is the biggest, that's when he plays his best. And I thought he was unreal tonight.
He looked more like himself, and him and Matthews going at it back and forth. So I agree with you.
I love it.
That was fun to watch.
Yeah, I love that. I love the emotion, man. That was great.
Nice to see him back being like his pesty self, just
Yeah.
a shit disturber on the ice. It's what we need. So
yeah, absolutely. That's took the words right out of Andrew Shaw's mouth from last night.
Shawzy was right.
So speaking of which, you guys talk about that last night on Weezy Wednesday, Dale. You and Shawzy, I think Nick and I we were all messaging about it. But you guys said, how can Montreal respond tonight in game 5? And you said, both of you guys said, get dirty, get greasy goals. That first goal from Armia was a nice one. Corey Perry coming in and laying a good hit on Sandin, freeing up the puck for Armia, and he snipes. And then you go, the Armia's second goal was just like 7 or 8 guys in front of the net, bang, bang, bang.
Grimy, real grimy.
Grimy, right?
Yeah, like how Perry was awesome tonight too. Like, again, he starts the first goal, he comes in, he's physical. Like, when people talk about experience, like that is exactly what they're talking about. When you have a guy like that who's been in such big situations, he's been in those elimination games, he's a Stanley Cup champion, like that guy's laying it on the line out there. That's just, again, if this is going to go 7 again, he's got to come out and play the same way and kind of, pull guys into the fight. They need that start. That's what they had in game 1. And they just, 2, 3, 4, they didn't have it. They just didn't have that start. And, we can kind of say that's kind of been the story a little bit this year as a team in whole, the consistency from night to night, which is scary as a team throughout the year. Like, would you second that? Like, just the consistency for me, like you just didn't know what team you were getting. And
exactly.
Yeah.
And maybe, pressure by fire. Hopefully that's the way to bring out the best in this team. So hopefully that's the case. They definitely showed it tonight.
Yeah, we have we struggled all year long just to string 2 games in a row. So obviously this is what is going to worry fans is, can we do it for 3 games in a row now? Because we don't have a choice.
Right.
So I guess that's my concern and my excitement too, to see, are we going to be able to string him and be the same team showing up consistently every night? Because like you said, you don't know what kind of team we're getting. And I think that's what's frustrating too, is that they're able to perform like they did tonight and at the beginning of the year. And then they show up and they played a game where they get shut out. So it's frustrating, but it's like a good frustration too. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight, it could have gone either way. Like no one has been able to predict what's going on in this series. I mean, this season is an anomaly in itself. So just to see everyone kind of like, we don't really know what they're going through mentally, right? We're going to hopefully get guys on, like you said, Dale, when the season is eventually done, and ask them, like, I mean, you guys played 25 games in 44 days. That must have been absolutely just mind boggling. Like your body, your mind must be spent, and then you got to go into playoffs and play at the top of your game. So
I'm really interested in, and I've talked to the guys a little bit, but we didn't go into depth of like the actual logistics of like what's going on. Like, when you go to these road cities, you're not allowed to go anywhere. So literally you're in the hotel all the time. Like, man, we did it in the bubble for a month and a half last year, 6 weeks or whatever. And then we were in Montreal. We were pretty much isolated by ourselves for training camp too, but that was 2 months. Like, this has got to be just insane, man. I can't imagine what they've gone through. And for whoever wins the Stanley Cup this year, like, hats off to you. This is going to be the most impressive Stanley Cup victory to me. Just by what they've had to go through. That's hats off to whoever's winning this year.
And Kotkaniemi, we're kind of shifting gears a little bit, but Kotkaniemi, second goal in this series. I think they said it was his 6th goal in 11 games or something like that, just in playoffs, just in general. And what can you say about KK after being scratched in game 1, stepping up like that tonight? Just another grimy goal right in the crease, Dale.
Yeah, I'm not going to say I told you so, but everybody was kind of shitting on him the last 20 games, and I said, look at what he did last year. It was literally a reset for him. He scored the first game and he played unreal. He's one of our best forwards. And I said, as a young guy, that's all he can draw on when he's thinking, oh, shit, I had a terrible year. I didn't score as much as I would have liked to, and I didn't finish as well as I wanted to. But now it's a fresh start again because I played so good. Like, that's a mindset of just, I'm speaking from a player's perspective. That's what they think. And, to be scratched, obviously just added another chip on his shoulder, which has been great for his game because he's came back and played unreal. And he has the ability to score those grimy goals, which is awesome because he's a skilled guy. He's got a great shot. As he gets older, he's going to score goals from range. Like, he can absolutely rip it. I've said that 100 times, but he can score these grimy goals. He showed it last year in the playoffs. Great play. Goes in, reads the forecheck, boom, steals the puck, grimy, and it's 3-1. So I thought he was awesome, man. Good in the faceoff circle. He does some little things that are really impressive as a young guy. Like, his defensive game has come a long way in a year from what I saw last year to what I'm seeing in the playoffs. He's night and day, and it's just bodes so well for this guy's career. I've always been a big KK fan, but I just think his ceiling is so high.
And we're going to bring on a guest in just a minute. Nico, we're going to get to you, but just to finish on KK there, I mean, it was a complete individual effort on that goal, just picking the puck off behind the net from Sandin, coming out, and then on the second opportunity, like, we weren't getting any second opportunities to score in this series.
The last 3 games, I don't know how many rebounds we've had. Like, it was kind of one and dones, and tonight it was every time there was a scramble, and Campbell was scrambling tonight. I think from the first time, for the first time in my perspective, just my opinion, he was scrambling tonight. Like, he looked a little bit nervous. It's a different game when you're chasing the game, and they haven't chased it much in this series. The 2-0, you're down right away. It's like, holy smokes. I got Carey Price at the other end. I can't let in another one here. It gets in a young goalie's head. Like, you could see it was wearing on him a little bit tonight. And that's got to be the goal again. Like, I'm not saying you're shooting from the corner, but you got to be shooting early and just like literally everybody going in the net like they did and getting some grimy goals.
All right. Well, with that in mind, we're going to bring in Nico. So, Nico, you're on the Habs Night PLayoff Postgame Show. How's it going, man?
What's up?
Nico, how are you, buddy?
It's your first time on?
You guys? I'm really excited. I don't know what it is, man, but I've loved the Habs since I was a kid. Back in '93 when Roy was in it. Sorry, guys, I've been Drink a few of these. I'm from Brantford, Ontario.
Hey, no worries. No worries.
Bell City, baby.
All cans matter on this show, buddy.
All cans. And I'm Greek, so this is kind of a
Oh, Greece. Man, we love Greece. I went to Greece on my honeymoon. My wife just texted me today saying, I want to go back. So
where'd you guys go?
We went to, we landed in Athens, and then we went to, it's escaping right now. We were on a cruise, actually. So, and then the second place we went was called Rhodes. So we were in Rhodes.
Oh, so you went to Rhodos.
Rhodos, yes. That's right, man.
Did you guys have a saganaki there?
Oh, yeah. We had just Greek food like we couldn't. It was going out of style, man. We can't wait to go back there. So cheers to Greece for sure. I love that. That's a good sign.
You know what, man? Greeks, they either love the Habs or the Leafs. More so the Habs, actually.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. I'm from Brantford, Ontario, man. I'm from the
enemy territory.
We're hockey
Gretzky country.
99. We're number 9 here, but
this is Dutch Gretzky country over here because we got Dale Weise on. So
I love Dale, man.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
So what did you think of the game, Nick? Nico, sorry.
About the game, you know what? I could tell by the way Price was stopping the pucks from Nylander. I'm like, there's no way he's going to beat him tonight. I knew it. On that, he was right in the slot there, and he stopped that puck with a glove, man. I knew right away we're going to win this game.
It was looking good, right?
I had a strong feeling, like, I don't know, and he was on fire tonight, man. And Price, we trust.
Absolutely.
Price, trust, man.
Always.
Price, you trust. You need a goaltender. You need a strong goaltender in the playoffs. As you saw, like Pittsburgh last night, man. I don't know. Didn't have the goaltending, and look what happened.
Yeah, I think they might be missing.
There's up front, but no goaltending. So, like, we don't have the star players, but when they play as a team, when Montreal plays it as a team versus Toronto, and a classic Toronto, classic Leaf Hab game, which goes to overtime usually. Look what happened.
That was the first one of the series, but it didn't disappoint, at least not for Habs fans anyway.
I don't know. I'm not disappointed.
It can't.
Thank you, Galchenyuk.
You can't help but wonder now, do you have a nervous Toronto Maple Leafs team going into Game 6? Are they going to start feeling the pressure of, oh crap, is this happening again? Is it something that's set in their head?
You know what? I thought that at the beginning of the game. Because
really?
I did because they always choke. They always do. There's always some way. They're like the Dallas Cowboys of hockey. I don't know what it is. I hate
the Cowboys.
I don't want
in the 90s though.
You know what I mean? Like
you got to. I think a reason you got to be nervous is, okay, you lose in Montreal 3-3. You're still coming home, but then you're in a 1-game showdown with Carey Price, and to me, that is just not a situation you want to be in. This guy stands on his head one night, you lose, you're done. Like
exactly, man.
That is in the back of your mind for sure. Like that's why I think they're going to be desperate in Game 6. They're like, we need to close this out now.
Yeah.
Like when he was stopping Nylander, I'm thinking Nylander, he is actually like gonna have some nightmares tonight, man. He's gonna have.
Let's hope.
Yeah, he's seeing Price's glove coming like this.
Man, I'm an optimist. So
good, man. I love that. You're on the right show then.
You don't want to be pessimistic, like, because if pessimists, they always lose in the end.
Yep.
Optimists, they always win.
That should be on a T-shirt, eh?
Optimists always win.
Pessimists, they always lose. I love that.
Habs Tonight merch coming out soon. So
very soon.
We do take
suggestions.
suggestions.
I don't know. We beat like as what's his name? Ken Chillipack, whatever his name is. He said it. 2000, the announcer on CBC.
Oh, Jesus.
Which one are you thinking of?
I can't think of who that is.
So he's announcing the game with Craig Simpson.
Oh, Chris Cuthbert.
Sorry.
Whoa,
same thing. Same fucking thing.
I've had a few,
so. No worries, man.
I've had a few, so
you're feeling good. You're feeling good.
He's like 2002. They came back from a 3-1 series between the Boston Bruins. I remember that series. That's when Sakovu came back he was playing Sakovu and Andy Moog as a goalie. And I remember that series. They came back and they beat them in Game 7. And then they did it versus Washington in 2010.
It can happen, man. Anything's possible.
I don't know.
We have to go to our what's that?
I'm very optimistic. So,
well, we need that. We had a couple other callers to get to, Nico. But was this your first time calling, by the way?
that was my first time. Yeah.
Well, heck of a first call, man.
Welcome
Heck
to
of a
the show.
debut.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Hey,
I love you guys, man.
be sure to come on again, man. We appreciate it.
I love you guys. Keep up the good work. And I started watching you guys like 2 weeks ago
Nice.
or a week ago and a half. But I appreciate it, guys.
Awesome.
We appreciate you, man. We do this show for the viewers. So thank you for calling in tonight, man. We love it.
The good work.
Take
man.
care.
Talk to you soon, man.
See you guys soon.
Night, buddy. Take care.
Okay, we're gonna go right into Carson. Carson, you are. Oh, sorry, Nick. We
No, that's
got
okay.
click happy there.
Hi,
Carson.
How's it going
Carson.
tonight?
I'm doing great. It's a pleasure to be on here. It's nice to meet you, Dale. Nice to meet.
Nice to meet you, man.
Sorry, it was
Happy to
just
have you here.
glitching. Nice to meet you, Drew. Nice to meet you, Annik.
You too.
I'm
Nice to meet you,
extremely happy right now. I was sitting in my room watching actually the Steve Dangle live stream, and
Come
right after
on.
we scored that overtime winner. I came over and I wanted to see you.
What was Steve's reaction like? What did he have to say?
So I was actually. Oh,
Hey, Carson?
he was livid. Like
Was he?
he was talking about muffins.
Tell him to check his Twitter because we asked him to come on the show tonight. We want to hear his reaction live on Habs tonight.
Oh, there was 25. He said there was 25,000 people in his live stream. So I don't know if you would recognize a little Habs fan.
25,000.
Oh, he'll hear about
Yeah.
us. He'll hear about us. Don't
This
worry.
guy gets
We'll get there.
25,000 on a live stream.
No, it's Sportsnet. It's Sportsnet's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's
True.
yeah,
Okay.
but I mean,
Sportsnet has 560,000 subs. He has
Yeah.
like 150.
Exactly.
Okay. Wow.
But he
Wow.
does get a good amount of views.
he does.
but-
That's incredible.
But
That's
that-
incredible.
It
yeah.
is incredible. But yeah. So honestly, I thought Price looked like 2014, 2015 Price, prime
Oh.
Price again.
You're talking
Easily.
my kind of years, buddy.
Right?
Talking my
Dale,
love it.
I'm a huge fan of you. It's unbelievable
Appreciate
that I'm talking with you guys right now. My dad's gonna flip.
Appreciate
Living the
that,
dream.
man. Is this the first time you've called in?
Oh yeah, it's the first time I called in. I actually started watching game
Nice.
one.
Oh, beautiful, man.
Wow.
Awesome. Good man.
Two
We're
first,
happy to
two
have you.
first-time callers. Yeah,
Yeah.
two first-time callers in a row.
Right now,
Nice.
I'm actually wearing. Sadly, it's no offense to Domi, but I'm wearing a Domi jersey. He's the only jersey I have.
We love Domi here, so
We
don't
love
apologize.
Max Domi. Don't worry about
I
that.
love Max Domi. It's sad to see him go.
He's
but I mean,
awesome.
Josh Anderson's looking pretty insane. Not even gonna lie.
He was hungry tonight. You could see him all over the ice at some point. So I'm happy with how he came out and how he played.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Nick has a signed Domi jersey behind her, if I'm not
Oh
mistaken.
really?
I'm pretty sure that is there. Yep.
Like
It's
Wow.
right. Yeah, the right.
Right to
I
the
wish I
left
had
of the OT winner.
No, we love Max's passion. So
Oh yeah. But what are you guys' thoughts on Romanov not coming in?
by the way, you kind of look like Romanov, Carson. You kind of
You guys were, any relation?
it's
That's a
just
great
the
point,
hair.
Deeks. Any relation there?
he had longer hair. Oh,
Well, I mean, he's from Russia. I'm French.
were you from France?
Okay.
You said you were kind of cutting out
Sorry.
there.
No, I'm from like my family's from French descent
Oh, okay.
and stuff in Quebec.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant. No, I'm out on the East Coast, out in New Brunswick.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you're in
Yeah.
legacy territory.
Nice.
close to Brando.
Yeah.
Brando territory. Yeah.
I'm actually, you want to know what's crazy? My mom actually works with Jake Allen's mother-in-law, and they're very close. And I met Jake when he won the cup with St. Louis. So
Oh,
I'm hoping
nice.
he comes back with the cup for the Habs.
Come on.
If
Come
only.
on, Jakey.
Yeah,
Small world.
exactly.
He helped get us where we are so far. That's for sure.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely.
When
Huge
Price was
contributor
down.
to where we are.
Exactly. When Price was down, he stole almost every game that he could and played phenomenal. And I'm glad that he's on the team because that duo is unstoppable, I find.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. No disagreement there, man. That's pretty cool. You got to see the Stanley Cup too. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So Carson, any final thoughts before we have one other call to get to so far? Any final thoughts before we move on here?
Oh, sorry. No,
That's
no
okay.
final thoughts.
No worries.
But thank you very much for on the show, letting me on the show. Thank you, Dale. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Annik. I really appreciate it. And go Habs, go.
Awesome, buddy. Thanks for coming on.
again, Carson.
We appreciate
Bye.
you, man. Please call in again.
Oh, I
Cheers.
will.
Take care, buddy.
All right.
Have a
Take
good
care,
night.
Carson. All right, keep it rolling, guys. Calls coming in hot. Habs win. In overtime, we got Pucks and Dreams. Michael Devellano. What's going on, brother?
Pucks and Dreams. There he is. We just had Romanov. Now Caulfield's twins.
love it.
Here we go.
Hey, Dale, wasn't I saying
Let's
you
go.
gotta dress Caulfield?
Hey, I know you're.
I'm like, you gotta dress this guy. Yeah,
I know.
I think you can see his skill level is like pretty damn impressive, and he's got that instinct. I love it. I love watching this guy.
Hey, no doubt though. But can you see the coach's reservation though? Like,
Of course.
Do you see him anywhere else on the ice?
Well, I think that he's low risk. I think he's not like.
You think he's low? You think he's low risk?
You think he's turning over the puck? It's not Galchenyuk, man.
He's no. And I'm not. Again, like I'm not. I don't shit on guys.
I think with him it's different. You can just see his skill level is so high, and he's got that thing around the net that is unique, and that's what you want him for. You want him for that, game-ending gutsy goal. You got lots of other plugs on that team that can do the hard work and play 200-foot games. So I think they don't have anyone else that's game-breaking. Like I love Tyler, but he's not scoring. He doesn't have anyone to get him the puck. And Anderson's trying to do the one-on-one thing, and that's tough in the playoffs. Like,
I think you should be Cole Caulfield's agent going forward here, for sure.
Honestly, Dale, I was never a huge fan of him. But
I think you should be his agent going forward, for sure.
I have to admit when I'm wrong. Like, I watched him for, I wasn't sure about the transition, and I've watched him since he was younger, and I was like, yeah, he's talented, but he's way better than I thought. I mean, he's way better than, like, his skill level. Who's close to him on Montreal? And kudos to Price, man. He played phenomenal. Like, maybe he had kind of that one puck that he didn't see, but otherwise, he made some huge saves.
Insane. Couple breakaways. Like, he makes the breakaways look pretty easy, too. Like,
Crazy.
Hyman's, it was like, thanks for
On
coming.
Hyman too, yeah.
Yeah.
He made
Man,
you know what? I don't understand this. If you talk about not dressing Caulfield, why the hell would a coach play Nylander on the same line as Galchenyuk? Nylander coughed up the puck so many times early in the game. If you go back and you look at the goals against them, Nylander is the guy that turned over the puck on the first Armia goal. The second one was Sandin, but the play broke down because of Galchenyuk. And then you look at the end of the game, or not Galchenyuk, but Nylander, and then you look at the end of the game, you got Galchenyuk turning over the puck. That's like crazy. I don't understand that combination. Drives me
well,
nuts.
it's a good thing they gave up a first-round pick for Nick Foligno. So,
Oh, he's playing great.
I
He
don't know.
got to fight Corey Perry.
That's a great point, Deeksy.
He might be Corey Perry's plastic surgeon now. I don't know.
Man, I love Michael's excitement for Caulfield, Dale. It makes me look like a freaking loser fan.
For sure.
Come on.
I just think in Montreal, you got a bad chance. Romanov, I get like why you're worried about him a little bit. Not that Merrill's played great, but I understand Romanov. He is a little too confident in his own ability to handle the puck, and that results in problems. He turns 90-10 plays into 50-50 plays, and you can't have that.
Well, look at Sandin is a good example of that tonight too, though, right? Because he's a
That's
rookie.
great comparison.
So that's what I
Great
thought of.
comparison.
Like when I saw Sandin caught, like, basically being part of 2 goals. That's what I thought. I thought of Romanov, and Gustafsson had a quiet, okay game tonight. I mean, like, he was okay when he was on there. I wasn't worried about him.
That's a great comparison because that very similar skill set, and I think they're just a little too overconfident with the puck. They don't realize that they got to move it and get it on someone else's stick to get it out. And generally, Toronto is really good at that, but then not.
It'd be tough. It'd be tough to throw him in at this point of the series
I think
too.
so.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, he hasn't played in a couple weeks. Like, he's just like you're
It's
just
too late.
Yeah, you. I just it would be really tough. It would be really tough at this point.
I love Ben Sherratt. Sure, I don't know how you pronounce his name, but is it
Sherratt.
Sherratt?
Sherratt.
Yeah.
The more I watch him, I love him. Like I realized we were talking about Winnipeg's D, and he was in Winnipeg for a while, and you were like, I don't know, they got a weird D. No, now you know why they were pretty solid. Like he's really a big body, and he makes smart decisions, and he's mean.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's
Yeah.
assertive.
Big.
Yeah,
He's a
assertive with
big
the puck.
he's a big man. He's a big man. He plays hard.
What
So
do
what
you
do you
guys
guys
think
think?
of?
Are you excited, or you think
What's
it's
that?
gonna?
Sorry.
Are you feeling it? Is it gonna happen?
I think they come out game 6 with some fans. Carey Price stands on his head as always, and I honestly think they squeak one more out.
And then,
And then in game 7, anything can happen.
And then you're like, Boston.
Oh yeah. And then a lot of those guys are like, holy shit, here we go again.
And the thing is, like Carey Price in Game 7 too. Like I don't think he's not afraid. Like Carey is just like, I want to get to the Stanley Cup final. Like I'm good. Like help me out, guys. I'm good. I'm not worried. I'm not stressed.
Yeah.
No.
That's just the vibe you get from Carey. So if you get to a Game 7, there's no chance the Leafs aren't nervous because that's you're playing against Tuukka Rask or Carey Price.
It's the voodoo.
Yeah.
They got the voodoo. And you can. Sorry, I think I cut you off.
Annik, were you saying something?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
Hold on.
Thanks for having me on. We were doing Coach Frenchie, my buddy's been doing the live stream. I don't know. You guys are not doing live streams, are you?
Oh yeah, we're doing a live stream right now.
Well, no, I mean during the game.
No,
Did one on crushing cans last week.
Oh, did you? Oh, cool. Okay.
Done 2 or 3.
Looking for. I didn't see your live stream, so we'll have to get you guys to come on. And I know Turner's been texting me to come back on. So. Dale, do you know our GM in Everett, Gary Davidson?
Gary Davidson. No, I don't.
Unfortunately, they decided not to bring him back after 9 years.
He's been there 9 years. Wow.
We've been seven time. We've won first in the American division. Like we were 5th last year in all of CHL, and of course everything shut down. And just because of
you were first 7 out of 9 years, and they fired the GM.
We lost 3 games this year in the shortened season, and
wow,
it's money. It's crazy. I was saying to Frenchie, like, I expect to see even in the NHL because it's very have not in the NHL, and no fans for a year.
Yeah,
teams are going to be looking for salary relief, so it's going to be really interesting to me to see the UFA market, but also like there's going to be trades for cash. Anyways, guys, I really appreciate having me on. I don't want to stay on and suck up your airtime.
Yeah, no worries, man. Love having you on.
Thanks, boys and girls.
Go Caulfield.
Go Caulfield.
Let's go. Deuces, let's go.
Go USA Hockey Development.
That's right.
Have a
Cheers
good
to
night,
that.
man.
Thanks, Michael. Oh my gosh, he's a good debater. I love how he gets into it with Dale. I just I want to see them go at it some more. Come on, guys. Don't be shy.
We have a guest from Korea that's going to be coming on in a few seconds.
Nice.
So,
whoa,
yeah,
wow, that's a first for us.
Yes,
That's
is
phenomenal.
Well, Habs Tonight is the #1 live casting channel in Japan.
Yes,
so,
we are.
Hello.
Just saying.
Setting records here. Let's go.
What do you guys think of Gustafsson tonight? First game back in.
Yeah, I liked him. I thought it was impressive for, like I said, with Romanov, where you're coming in cold and it's tough to jump into a playoff series cold. I've done it. It's not ideal by any means. So I thought he stepped in and I thought he did a really good job.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when he had the puck, like he looked like he was happy to have his opportunity to play. He didn't, I didn't see any giveaways or any cough ups or anything, and I honestly thought he was fine moving the puck. Also, he had some he created some plays too. Like if you notice, he was making plays in the offensive zone even without being on the power play.
Yeah, and
there were just a couple little things that I saw from him. And you know what? Now Dom Ducharme doesn't look like like a moron, like people thought he was for not putting Romanov in. Well, I'll give him that. Like he has the balls to make a move like that and not listen to the millions of fans and media in his ears.
Yep.
Telling him to play Romanov. And you know what? It's a tough call to make. I wouldn't want to be in that position, but it pays off in this instance. And that's not the focus, right? Because they just focus on one player and not the fact that the Habs need to get a win, and they did.
Yep.
Exactly.
It worked.
We have Paul from Korea that's going to be coming on right now. Hey, Paul.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Paul.
Bonjour.
How are you?
Go Habs, go. Big win tonight.
Huge. What time is it there, Paul?
It is 11:44 a.m. in Korea.
Wow. That's beautiful. Oh, that's awesome.
May 28th there? Because today's the 27th. So you're ahead?
Yeah,
He's a day ahead.
You're talking to the future right now.
Whoa.
That is freaky.
What happens in game 6? No, I'm just kidding.
What's happening in game 6, Paul? Tell us.
Tell us
I'm
good
telling
news
you,
only.
it's a double overtime win for the Habs in game 6, but don't tell anybody.
Okay. Can you tell us who's scoring or?
No, I'm going to keep that a secret. I don't want to reveal everything.
Okay, perfect.
Good man.
Beautiful.
Listen, Dale, I got to tell you, you scored that game-winning goal in the playoffs a few years back, and I was watching with my daughter here in Canada, in Korea, and you instantly became my daughter's favorite player.
Beautiful. That touches my heart.
You
I
were a
appreciate
hero
that,
in our
Paul.
household. You were chanting your name, and my daughter begged to stay home from school the next game so she could watch her favorite player score again.
Oh, I love that.
That's
awesome. That's
I feel like I want to send his daughter this shirt. Like, what would you say if we sent you this shirt?
Oh man, that would make her.
I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now, Paul. I think Dale will be okay with this because of what you just said. It was very touching. I'll be happy to find a way. If you send us your address, and we will ship this to your daughter. How's that sound?
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be great, man. I'm over the moon about it.
I just feel it feels right. So I don't think Weiser's going to be upset about it.
I'd be happy to sign it and be a part of it.
There you go.
Maybe actually, you know what, Paul? Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll try and see if we can
sign
ship it to Dale first, get him to sign it, and then we'll ship it to Korea.
Oh man, that would be great. That would be really, really cool. I've always warmed to the not number one superstar on our teams. You know, the Brian Scrudlins, the Ryan Walters, the Dale Weises, the guys who grind and pick up that big goal when the other guys are not scoring. So I always love those kind of players, those character guys.
I appreciate that. And you know what? I think those are the guys you need to win in the playoffs. We're seeing it around the league. A lot of depth guys chipping in, scoring big goals. You just need it. The top lines kind of cancel each other out. Sorry, can't talk right now. And you need your depth guys to chip in. And it was an interesting stat I saw after the game where they had the Montreal defenseman, which is normally a strong point for Montreal offensively, where Toronto's DS have chipped in. What are you seeing, Paul? How you liking the back end? How you liking some of the new guys in the lineup?
Look, I wasn't sure about Gustafsson. I think he did okay today. Or should I say yesterday? Look, I know how the coaching staff and some people feel that Romanov might not be ready, but I just feel like the guy got us this far. He played all those games during the regular season. He makes some really nice passes out of the zone. He has some big hits. And I think you got to take the upside with the possible mistakes, give him his experience, and see how he can do. I think Romanov deserves a start.
I think that's a great point. I always have the saying, like, how do you get experience? And obviously you get experience by doing it. You don't get experience by sitting up in the press box watching. Like, it's just, for a young guy, it doesn't make sense. I just think, in my opinion, a couple minutes ago, was like, the series has gone so far now, it would be so hard to throw him in at this moment. A game 6, the guy's amped up, the crowd's going wild, and he runs a guy and takes a penalty or something. Like, it would just be really, really a tough situation to throw a kid into right now.
Yeah.
Well, you have the experience, Dale. What do you think about the freshness of his legs? Like, would that be a factor that might help out the team?
You kind of cut out there at the beginning. Sorry, can you say it again?
Sorry, just about the freshness of his legs.
Yeah, so that's a good point. So I have like two ideas on that side where, I've been out of the lineup for long stretches where it's a couple weeks and you can't have your game legs. There's no matter how much you skate and you bag skate and you go after practice and you're doing all this extra work, like you can't mimic the game legs. And then on the other side, you haven't played, he's got this youthful energy. He's coming in, the crowd's going to be yelling, like it's going to be awesome for him. The legs would be there. So I see both sides. But you look at a guy like Galley that just missed a little bit of time, came back in, and you could tell his conditioning for the first couple of games wasn't there. And now, as the series goes on, he's starting to get his legs, he's getting his game conditioning back, and you're seeing his best game. So I'm on both sides of it. Like I've dealt with it personally. Like, sometimes I come back and I feel terrible. Sometimes I come back and I feel fresh. So it's a good point. Good point to make.
It's hard to change a winning lineup. I think that was Ian's comment a minute ago.
Yeah.
And it is, but the way Paul approaches it, like I understand what you're saying, because at this point it's just like wasted energy because Romanov's got quick feet too. That's the other thing. He might have the quickest feet on the team, other than Byron and maybe Caulfield eventually. But those guys have quick feet, and from the back end, you want to kickstart the plays with a guy that can be mobile, right, Dale?
I agree, buddy. That's a good point. He's a great skater. He moves the puck. I think. I mean, we could debate it all day till we're blue in the face. Like I would have had him in at the start. I had him in my lineup. So interesting. So you know what? I think obviously they keep the same lineup going forward to Game 6. I think that was their best game of the series, most complete, and they keep the same guys, and hopefully you get the same result.
I have one more question for you, Dale, before I let you go to another guest.
Yeah, fire away, buddy.
What do you think is the impact of having fans in the Bell Center? How does that motivate the players? How important do you think that is?
I think it's huge. Honestly, I think it's huge. Even if it's only 2,500 people, I think it's going to be huge. It's going to be loud. Like you're going to hear them, and when you're so used to hearing this crowd noise in the back with no screaming, I think it's going to be so exciting. I think the boys will be pumped just to see some people around the glass, just visually. I think it's going to get some excitement. And then obviously, you're in a Game 6, like I said. I know their mindset at this point is like, okay, we got to win this game, and then the pressure is all on them. It's all on them for Game 7. They have nothing to lose. You come out and play one good hockey game, win in double overtime, like you said, and then the boys really have a chance.
Awesome. Great talking to you. Thank you for inviting me on this chat, guys. The stream. Love you guys. Love your content. I'll be watching from Korea. Thanks a lot.
Make sure to send us your shipping information by email or by DM, and we'll make that happen for you.
I'll send you an email right now. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.
Awesome.
Mark our words.
Thanks for coming on, bud.
Cheers, Paul.
Thank you, Paul. Geez, from Korea. That is awesome.
Wow, that's awesome.
That was cool. I felt like I was in two places at once. Did you guys feel that a little bit?
Yeah, I did. That was really cool.
Like I felt like I was half awake in the morning and then just ready to go to bed, which I'm about to soon.
Too weird.
If I can sleep, because Nick Suzuki is a stud. Nick, can you show the drawing again, just for fans, just to celebrate Nick Suzuki's winning goal? Look at that thing. Nick
that was in Calgary.
Drew that.
Wow.
Okay.
1-4. That's so nice.
Nick Suzuki made that his Twitter profile picture and sent Nick, our co-host here, a thank you message. And his girlfriend did the same thing. And I put this up earlier. When I started my broadcasting career a couple of years ago, I got a chance to meet Nick and interview him ringside when he was with the Owen Sound Attack. This is before he got traded to it was Guelph, and then he went on to win the OHL title. So Berge had already traded for Zook. So then we had him and I asked him a bunch of questions. He was just such a solid kid, but you could see the glow around him already. Like just even in the OHL, just such a solid kid. And
for sure.
You could have brushed me off. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna go tape my stick and then I'll come find you, Andrew. I'm like, okay. So I waited and I was like, oh, he might just dust me off if he wanted to, like, back in the 90s, like guys would have done that, I feel like. But no, he came back and He was awesome.
Wow.
So
What
For
a guy.
That's awesome. For sure, different breed with the new age kids, man. They're a little more respect.
yeah, seriously, Dale, touch on this a bit, just because I think you and I've talked about it a little bit, but just the difference between old school and new school. Because are you kind of somewhere in the middle with where you're at with where the game is in terms of the hits and all that kind of stuff, and just where the game's going?
Yeah, I think when I came in, what was my first game? 2010 was my first game. It was kind of like there was still like super heavyweights. There were still some dangerous hits that were considered normal hits in the game. And then I was still part of the era where, like, as a rookie, you came in, you shut your mouth, you don't say anything. You're seen but not heard. You pay your dues. You pick up pucks. You do all the stuff that you would have figured rookies do. And then even a year and a half ago, called 2019. It's a lot different now. Rookies come in. I don't want to say they're entitled, but it's very different now from like rookies to veteran. It's I don't know. I guess it's the way the kind of the world is going. It's not like the hierarchy where I wouldn't say it's bullying, but like I would say in a sports dressing room that it's when I was coming in, like it's I wouldn't say it's borderline bullying, like it's bullying. Like you're a rookie, you take it, and that's changed a lot. And I think probably for the better. I think not that it didn't happen before, but I think rookies come in now, guys make them feel so much more part of the team. It's not like you're a rookie, blah blah blah, you do this. Like they're just more part of the team, and I think that's why guys come in and have so much confidence and they have so much success now as a young player. They just feel they just have that swagger and they don't get called on it. Whereas like rookies before, like you would not come in like that. You would have heard about it, man. Like, or rookies on the massage table or getting with the trainers and stuff. Like, my first 4 years in the league, I wouldn't even go near the training room. If I had a broken arm, I wouldn't go near there. Like just it has changed so much. And, even let's go back to the Tom Wilson thing a couple weeks ago where, that was seen as a very, very dangerous play, which it was. And if you go back 10, 15 years ago, I think you probably see that like every Saturday night, right? Like, yeah. So it's crazy the way the game's going. You watch games are physical now, but like if you go watch a playoff series from 10 years ago, it seems like you're watching a game in the 1960s. It's evolved. It's evolved so much, and on and off ice for sure.
Are guys too soft nowadays?
Guys' feelings are get hurt a lot now, which I never experienced my first couple of years in pro sports, where you had to have really, really thick, tough skin, and that's not the case anymore. Like if a young guy comes in and a coach is screaming at him or something, like he's calling his agent right away, they're calling the GM, and then it's a big deal. He wants to get traded, or the coach has to apologize to him or something, which I did see one time. So I don't know if it's soft. I just think I don't know if soft's the right word. It's just so different. It's different. You can't treat people the way you would have treated people 10 years ago. Even you can't talk to people the way you would have 10 years ago. Coaches can't talk to players. We saw coaches get fired for a couple things, not only racist stuff, but who was the guy that was kicking people? Was it Bill Peters that was kicking people?
I thought it was
who was it that kicked?
His name is
Or was there a couple?
Mark Crawford.
Mark Crawford. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was Mark Crawford, but
kicking people in the back. It's like, I mean, I don't know if that probably happened quite a bit. Like, coach is behind you, he gives it to you. Like, I don't know, man. So it's
that might wake you up though.
So I don't know if soft's the right word, but it's really different.
I wanted to ask a bit unrelated to this, but since we're going into a game 6, what's it like for you guys behind closed doors when you're heading into an overtime when it's do or die, and then when you're going to the next game when it's still do or die? What's it like behind closed doors? Is the coach giving you a super pumped up speech about what to expect, what you should do? Is it more relaxed? What's it like?
Yeah, it's normally like the more tense the situation, the more relaxed the coach is. I don't know how Dom Ducharme is. I was only there when he was an assistant. And he never said anything, so I don't know how he would be. He literally never said anything. But other coaches, yeah, like going into an overtime like that. Every coach that I've had that was in situations like that literally would come in and try to keep it light. Like, hey, look, you guys, we have nothing left to lose. Like this, it's a one-shot game. Someone's going to be a hero in here, and it's kind of like really simple. And then going into the next game, then I think, he's coming in with the pump up speech before and getting the boys fired up and amped up for another game. But like in an overtime situation, it's more like just trying to ease the room and, just try to show that you have confidence in the boys.
Go ahead, Drew.
No, go ahead.
No, I lost my train of thoughts as I was saying it. Happened twice today. Not bad.
I was just gonna say, going into this game 6, I mean, I was really hoping we would just get here because now we get to play in front of fans, which is awesome, and I'm sure frontline workers could be a part of that, which is fantastic. I mean, whoever's in the building, but those people should come first. I mean, I would agree with that too. But if you're the Leafs, like, you just can't afford to lose this game 6. So I just this game was hard enough to believe the Habs maybe might be able to pull it off just because the way the series was going. But game 6, I mean, this just sounds like it could be an all-out war and probably overtime. So I'm curious how the Habs prepare for this game 6, man. Yeah,
it's they were obviously the more desperate team tonight. You could see that coming in, and that's easy. As a team that's up 3-1, it's not that you ever take it easy and you're like, you think it's over, but you can't match that desperation level of a team that's facing elimination. And when it's 3-1, you have that extra wiggle room. You're like, okay, they're not going to beat us 3 games in a row. And that's kind of, you don't want to have that mentality, but it's there. It's there. It's human nature. But now that you've lost and you're going back to their building, they're amped up. They're going to have fans there, which is going to play a difference. And like I said, you do not want to go back to Toronto for a game 7. It's like, holy shit, we're here again. And this has not gone well in the past. And I remember game 5 last year against Columbus, and it was only a best of 5. And they got absolutely choked out in game 5 last year. Like they had nothing. And
they didn't know what to do.
they had nothing. And if you go into game 7 and Carey Price in the other net, like it wears on you. Like this, to them, I'm sure Toronto was preparing as this is a must win. We have to end the series here. Yeah, that's all I can think of. I mean, you can't, I don't know, like that whole game 7 mindset, and not even that. It's just, my goodness, like, I don't know. You don't want to face Carey Price. You don't want to get into that situation. And I think the Leafs have a much better team if that was the case. It's just, man, like you gotta, if you're Montreal, like, you almost have nothing to lose in a sense too. Like, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see the way this game 6 plays out. Oh yeah. I'd be interested to see their preparation, because whatever they did this game worked. I don't know if it was, kind of, we got nothing to lose, let's just have some fun and see what happens. Or is it like, like we're coming back. We're beating them 3 in a row. We can beat this team. They're fragile. They got a fragile goaltender. We win 1 game. They're fragile. So I'd be interested to see which side of the fence they were on there.
Do you see the lines changing for next game, or do you think he's going to keep them the same? Because we still have Evans and Lekanen that didn't make the trip, and that are not 100%, right? So
he's throwing some wrenches in. He's got some balls to kind of make some plays. So I don't know. I don't know if he's going to change it. I'm kind of a believer in not changing a winning lineup. You want to keep that same feel that they had. But I don't know. That's a good question. Ducharme's pretty unpredictable. We should, that's what. Text the boys and be like, no. What's the lineup tonight, boys? Just send me a picture. Exclusively on Habs tonight. I got the lineup before the reporters. Like Dale's tweets. Suck on that one, guys. Oh my gosh, that would be beautiful. That's hilarious.
Insane.
Oh my goodness. Game 6.
I'm excited to. I don't know. I got the pregame jitters of just having fans there next game. I'm so happy for whoever's gonna have tickets for that game. It's gonna be an emotional boost for so many people, players and fans. I think it's awesome. Like, I've been watching some of the other series, like literally just because I want to see fans in a hockey game. That's the only reason I'm watching. Like, it's like there's 2 different leagues.
happening right now.
100%. That's exactly what it feels like. That's exactly what it feels like.
One league has
100%.
fans, one doesn't. That's what it,
Yeah.
like. It's just like another world, right?
It
It
is.
doesn't
It is.
feel
And
like playoff hockey.
no. And then when you watch like the Carolina series, like in Carolina, you're like,
Whew.
is this from like 7 years ago? Like, there's no way this can be happening right now.
And you've got Nashville that's up 3-1 on Carolina mid-second. Do or die for them tonight too.
Wow. What a league.
I think Derek picked Nashville as the possible upset too. This is game 6, right? This game tonight.
Yeah,
Game
I
6
believe
right
so.
now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Carolina. Jeez.
Beautiful.
A lot of upsets and things we weren't expecting, that's for sure. But
Yeah.
it is what it is, and we pull out the win tonight, so that's what matters.
Absolutely.
Well, we should fire this out just while we're probably just about ready to wrap up here, guys. So if you want to come on the show, we'll just throw this out to any last minute callers live at habstonight.com. Send us an email and we'll try to get you on and have you share your thoughts about tonight's game, what you think the lineup should be maybe for game 6, just your general reaction to tonight's game. Montreal winning in overtime. Less than a minute in, Nick Suzuki from Cole Caulfield and Alex Galchenyuk. So we've said that a few times.
Thank you, Alex Galchenyuk.
Thanks,
No,
Chucky.
good for Chucky though. You know what? Like he's been a factor
for
in the
sure.
series. Like
We've said it as soon as he got his first point with Toronto. We said, best of luck to Chucky. We always loved him as a Hab. So it's nice to see him relaunch his career and to be playing the way we know he can play, because as soon as he got assigned to the taxi squad in Toronto, I told myself, I'm like, this guy is going to be, if he doesn't make the lineup or do anything, I don't know where he's going to go from here, because Toronto is the opportunity team right now. So I'm happy for him that he's relaunching everything up. But I mean, as long as it's not against us.
Oh, for sure, right? We're happy for everyone as long as it's not against us.
Exactly.
yeah, we've reiterated that a few times. So
Definitely.
that's faux show. Well, I think you guys want to ready to wrap? I think we should probably get going. Actually, we got families and whatnot to
Getting
take
pretty
care
late
of.
too.
But that being said, guys, we have a game 6. So
yes,
get ready for a pregame from Nick and myself. Today was not the last dad joke, although it was hilarious.
Oh, it was a good one.
What was it? Was the Washington Capitals one? What was it again?
It was why did the ref stop the play at the Washington Capitals game? And the answer is Kuznetsov. It's not funny.
It's so good.
I like it.
It's so good. Oh my gosh, I lost my mind.
People are
If you
fired
guys
up for
have-
the dad joke. I've seen it a few times.
That's
the
my
chat.
boy, Kevin St.
If
Jean.
you guys have suggestions for dad jokes, we are open to them. So send them along.
Send them along, guys. Yeah, like I would love to have a viewer dad joke make its debut on the pregame show.
Ooh,
That'd be fun.
call out.
So-
I like it.
Goals.
I love it. Well, as you guys see at the bottom of the ticker, subscribe to Habs tonight, guys. We're going to wrap it up here. Habs win in overtime. Nick Suzuki burying the overtime winner to go up 4-3. Take it to game 6 at the Bell Center with 2,500 fans in attendance. Oh, I love it, guys. This is making me happy. We can sleep well tonight, guys, because it's been a tough couple of games for us. So
Happy week.
Oh yeah, we got to enjoy the next couple of days. Game 6 is going to be awesome. Saturday night, Montreal at the Bell Center. Not much better.
no, and from experience, Dale, my goodness. Oh, just that feeling head to toe, just the rush you get.
Oh, nothing like it.
I just want to have like a GoPro camera on one of your guys' helmets just coming out of the tunnel onto the ice for a playoff game. Just give us that visual,
Packed place.
Oh, it's just nuts, man. Just nuts.
So good.
Insane.
Oh,
Towels
the
waving,
best. Oh, get your playoff towel going just to send us off here.
Oh, I will. I will. I will. Let's go. Well, all right, guys, follow us on social media too. We'll pop that up here for you as well. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything you can imagine, we're out there. So, and subscribe to Habs Tonight, guys. Lots of clips will be released daily. We'll be releasing clips tomorrow from this very show as best we can if we can get our producers on that. And yeah, guys, we'll see you Saturday for game 6, the Montreal Canadiens. Yes,
Sorry,
do you have? Yeah,
Before
go ahead.
we cut off, I was just gonna give Crushing Cans a little shout out too. Probably gonna end up being tomorrow, maybe Saturday, but we will confirm with you guys as soon as possible. So stay tuned for the next Crushing Cans episode with Derek and Brandon. You guys don't want to miss it. So gonna be great. Now you can wrap up. Sorry.
That's okay. Dale, you want to throw in some final thoughts before heading to Game 6?
Oh, no, buddy. I'm just excited. I'm excited like everyone else. It's going to be awesome, man. Fans in the stands, a big win. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. There's just so much possibility now. There was so much, so much hate and disbelief, and now we got to win. And it's crazy how playoff hockey happens. You lose, it's the end of the world. You win, you're winning the Stanley Cup. So it's just, I love riding the playoff wave, man. It's beautiful. So again, thank you to all the fans that tuned in. I love jumping on. Thank you guys for letting me jump on the post game with you guys. I love jumping on. I have so much fun with you too. So this has been awesome, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Feelings mutual, brother. You got that right. So we thank you for coming on. Fans appreciate your insight because you've lived what these guys are living right now in the playoffs, in the Stanley Cup playoffs. So we appreciate it, man. Well, here we go, folks. So we had a call from Korea tonight from Paul. That was awesome. He sent us his info. We're going to send him a nice autographed Weise merchandise. So that'll be
Shout
awesome.
out to him and his daughter.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thank you all. Thank you all for coming on. A couple of new callers tonight. So go Habs, go guys. We will see you for Game 6 in the Bell Center. Let's get it going. Go Habs, go. See you soon, guys.
Night, guys.
Cheers.